Hello. It's been a while. And sitting here, I was like, you know what? It's been a while since I've been talking, utilizing my YouTube. So let me do that today. And I did a little writing today about focus. I don't even know where it came from. Well, that's normal. I normally just wake up and just start thinking things. And don't mind none of this. This is, work from home, never do your hair, just wake up, brush your teeth, wash your butt, and be on and ready for, punching time. But anyway, in life, I've noticed this with myself, through conversations with my family, my friends, that as we get older or as we grow, we basically focus on things that we've experienced, whether they're good or bad. We make decisions and all of that type of stuff based on what we have been through, what we've had, what we haven't had. But when we do that, we're in a box because there are other things and other people are going to experience it. And then that cycle of mindset continues because we've missed out on so much of other things because of the specific impact that it's had on us. And where I'm going with this is that everybody goes through things differently. Some people don't even make it through their things. And to even touch on that, I almost ended my own life seriously once. Thought about it seriously twice, but one time I was on the brink. And of course I had my one friend to take me out of that limb, and it didn't take much, just a conversation. She listened, even though she hadn't been through some of the things I've been through. But then during conversations later with her, I realized I was so focused on myself, I missed things with her I never even thought. So it's like sometimes we have to return the favor of people being there for us when our focus is somewhere. We have to get out of our own way to help others, and that way the world will be a better place, and people can live their lives more functionally, even with all the dysfunctions that are in life. But you have to learn how to function through those dysfunctions. And a lot of times we stay hung up and we keep repeating the same patterns because we are stuck. I did another writing last week, about waters, and we are like it. It was like we can be stagnant, we can flow, we can be fresh, we can be nasty, we can be moldy, we could be toxic to other people's and ourselves when we're supposed to be delivering our greatest parts of us, and we can't because we just stuck. We don't flow. And then sometimes when we do flow, we go downhill instead of uphill. We stay in valleys when there's a mountain right down there that we can actually climb. Instead of just staying, we are afraid of the mountain. But the mountain will help us get up there and see everything from a different view. That's the one thing I laugh about mountains. I'm scared. I don't think I'll be able to climb one. I've done like little hills, not mountains. But once you get up there, you get to see things in a whole different magnitude than when you're down there. Same like on a plane, but at certain points you can still just see stuff. But on a plane, the only difference is you get all the way up and you see nothing. So it's a balance of where you want to go. You don't want to be so high strung that you see nothing else. Just nothing. Get to a point where you are at the mountaintop and you'll be able to take that view and get it, focus on all of it, because you won't be able to, so that way you're seeing bits and pieces, and because it takes so many of us to make things to go right, not just one of us. We have people that are jealous of someone else because of the things they have, but they don't know what they had to go through to get them, or what they're still going through. Like me, I'm okay with my 3 laptop work from home job. Don't have to be on, I'm not on phones, none of that. I do my thing. I get these nurses to where they need to be, credential them. I do it. And I'm gonna brag on myself. I believe I'm the best at it. And sometimes that gets me in trouble, because of what I know. So I have to learn how to balance what I know and my ego with it. It's a lot, but you keep learning. I learned through my kids. I watch them, every moment is not a proud moment. Parents want their kids to do all the right things and make all the greatest choices. All you can do is be there for your kids, because then I'm like, oh wow, my mom only had one, me, and I made some ridiculous choices, but it all worked out in the end. It's like, we can't, we're human, we sin, we do all the wrong things at times, and then we do so many right things, but then we'll beat ourselves up even years and decades later for the things that we made, decisions that we actually made that we don't see that they were for the greatest benefit of us. But at the same time, we have to know that God makes no mistakes, and we had to live through things because we actually can use those things to better not only ourselves but other people that we can just run into or speak to, and they're just going through it, and we'll have a story to tell them so that they don't have to live years and decades with the same animosity within ourselves or towards others, because we have someone that's not afraid to share. And sometimes I think that is, I've been used to do that. And it don't even be your friends and family that get the most from it. It be strangers that you don't know and you'll never hear about, because it's not about you, about what you can do. That's not what it's always about. It's not about the platform. So when at one point I used to look, and I was writing, and I would get so depressed because I wasn't getting the likes and the loves from people. And then I would see somebody else post something that person they didn't even know, they would share it, or this person that wrote something, they just getting likes just because of who they are, because what they wrote really had no substance, or it was tearing down people that didn't do anything to them. It was like they tear down stuff because someone else doesn't have what they have, or because they're losing weight, or and this other person is fat. And I was like, and people loving this and sharing this and all these likes, and they're demeaning people that did nothing to them. And I'm like, wow. But I got through that eventually, and it was just over the last year. I was like, it doesn't matter if I touch one life that doesn't even hit the like button, that don't even want me to know that they're watching it or seeing it. That's fine, because I think that my purpose is bigger than a platform or likes and love. It's everything that I write or say, it comes from my heart. I don't like everybody. Everybody doesn't like me. and that's never going to change. That's what we call life. But when my focus was on my hurts, when my focus was on how many people were seeing it and hating the other person, my life was still going downhill. And I would take a step forward and 3 back, because my focus was wrong. It was individualized. And then I started having to go deeper and do self-care and know what I had to do to get out of the hole I was in. So in order to do that, I had to delete people out of my life, whether in real life, in social media life. If the people and things were making me go backwards, that's when I had to put myself in it, and I just had to remove them. There are people, well, there's just one person that I still wish that was in my life, but she has chosen not to be in my life anymore. And it wasn't a friend, it's a person that I love dearly, because I don't want to put that out there, but I love her dearly. I just reached out to her again the beginning of January, and still no response. So I think I'm just gonna hang it up. She has made her choice, and I just have to live with it. When it comes to like even my dad, my real biological dad, I visited him the last day of 2022, just because I was near, and I didn't want to have any regrets if something happened to him and I was that close and didn't see him, even though I said I wasn't ever going to talk to him again. But I went in my 15 minutes, and it's funny, it sounds selfish, but it was what I had to do and I just know that it is just best for my psyche to remain absent from his life and him from mine. It's sometimes you have to go outside of yourself to put the icing on the cake with the cherry on top, to just know if the decisions that you make are what is right, regardless of what anybody else thinks. You have to do what you have to do in order for you to be the best person for others and yourself. Like, you always have to take care of yourself, or you won't be able to be the best person for you or others, if that makes any sense. I've dived very deep into myself, and I've said it before, I've had a lot of messed up ways because of things in my childhood. Multiple things, not even just the sexual abuse, not just that. It was other things that egged me, and it's still things to this day that I say it's worth tolerating instead of losing a person. So it's still things that you'll tolerate that you don't like, but you have to weigh, is it worth tolerating? Is it worse without or with the little tolerations? And then when you figure it out, you still have to figure out what you're going to do and what you're not going to do as well. As easy as just like, I live so far away. Yes, I do, from my family. But if I can take the trip to you, I still have an issue with why you can't take the trip to me. So now, when I'm in Maryland, if I don't have to go to your direction, I'm not going to go out of my way, because I traveled that far to do what I want to do. And that doesn't include visiting you just because I'm in Maryland and you haven't. I've been here for almost 4 years and you haven't seen me. I still feel some type of way about that, and that won't go away. But I won't love that person any less. I just know that their focus and provisions doesn't include me in their presence. if that makes sense. Presence makes a difference in conversations, in people's lives. Because sometimes what's not said is just as more effective or damaging as what is said or what is done, if that makes sense again. But guys, be the person for others that you want for you. That's all I can say. We live and we learn. We do have to forgive. We definitely don't have to forget. And we do have the option to close out parts and people of our life that we don't want in it. We do not have to answer to another person, whether it's friends, family, or not. Everybody has the same options. I don't just have the option to cut people out their lives. People have the option to cut me out of their lives as well. And we all just have to respect that and move on. Because I know some people I am glad are out of my life. And because some people you just hold on so long for your own reasons, and it's no good. I have one ex-friend like that I'm actually glad she's out of my life. The friends that I already had and then the new ones that have come after have shown me what true friendship is. But all you guys have a great day. Be truthful to yourself. At the same time, be forgiving of yourself, and then you'll realize that a lot of your truths will be more beneficial to you than not. Have a great day.